And we're live again.
Yay!
Oh.
To episode 14 of Barrel of Bards. This time we brought back the old formula of having webcams. Um, we just decide we we got my friend Rodolfo Duarte to make the stream layout, and now that it's working, I hope it stays that way. Um, so yeah. Um, for the announcements, we have, as always, Oi, which is not who is not showing in the, and he had to get your camera back on so you don't. Thank you.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. It's team that needs to do it. I'm dead. You.
You son of
Okay. You absolute harlot. Okay. So, what is it? How do you do it? Something along the lines of, well, we're not sponsored by DM's Guild, but we use a lot of resources from DM's Guild. Personally, I'm a college student. I don't like spending a lot of money. So, if anything, I like looking at the most popular DM's Guild titles under $5 because, don't have too much money to spend. In addition, some books aren't even an actual price, but rather it's a pay what you want. So you can have a sample, and if you like it, you can go back and support the creators, which is what I'd recommend. Personally, I like buying the under $5 things just so I can pay a little bit while still feeling like I'm sponsoring the creators. It's got a bunch of stuff. One things you could get is supplements to the rogue class that that DMs like to homebrew. You know, perfecting a backstabbery like a Cooper has when it comes to leaving me with this advertisement is can be perfected with using homebrew stuff from DM's Guild. So yeah.
Okay. Next up, Bimp, aka Cecilia, with the social media.
Yes. Hello. Well, if you're here and you see Battle of Bards, which is the way it's spelled exactly the same across YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon as well, and podcast places as well. You can get them all. We're all there. There's not much on elsewhere, but slowly getting there. I think. Do I need to say anything?
Besides that, you already know that the setting book is coming, so yeah. And besides that, I believe that's all. Besides, there are two new members joining our permanent team, which are Milk and Jazz. If you want to say anything before we start.
My dick itches.
Okay. And with that, we have one new permanent member on our team.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No.
It's not Milk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how to follow that up, but hi.
She's still working on the mic, but and she's a new D&D player, so we hope that you can comprehend that she will make mistakes at least at first, but all of the others are the regulars, and Kawari couldn't come. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now that it's out of the way, be welcome to another episode of Barrel of Bards. So need to get the music running first off. Wait a minute. And it's this one. Yeah. Okay.
Figured out a problem.
So
Ki-
last week we left it as Fenrir unfortunately met his unfortunate demise. That being basically what happened was that once you went in the Heroes of Ages headquarters, he got called out as being a traitor to the cause by Gali, and Gali just gonna remove Dimmer's image because apparently it just decided to
It's focusing
Yeah,
on the
re-
bot.
remove. Oh, I can't. I've been taken over by the bot.
yeah, and then I just removed it. Hope you're okay with it because you're only a standing image.
I guess I'll manage.
Once you get the camera, we talk. Anyways, basically, you can see that Shin, after Fenrir's death, both Shin and Omara are pretty pissed. Bimp and Rogar were the first ones to know because they followed Shin and Omara to the Heroes of Ages. To the Heroes of Ages headquarters, and Dimmer and Kaide stayed in the ball to make appearance. During the dinner, the town's guard and Omara, accompanied by Shin, of course, the King's Guard, bursted through the doors of the dining salon and just tried to arrest every single member of the Heroes of Ages, including Vanok, which got released instead because of orders by Somnia. Her Omara's boss. It's Omara's boss and also friend of Shin. And I'm going to pick something up as I lay it on to you to start the story as it is. Shin gave you an order though to meet him at his place, and everyone else that is involved with the Shulton Fane and the King's Guard, Iranx and Somnia.
Dimmer will oblige to this, leaving the ball, maybe with a little wink to our previous encounter.
Oh. No, I don't. We can't. Where is Fenrir's like, corpse?
Fenrir's body is being taken care of by the King's Guard. So it's being taken to the underground of the King's Guard Tower.
I don't like that.
Basically, it's like they are taking it to a
Morgue?
to the morgue, basically.
Mm.
Thank you, hospital worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that's it.
Hate that.
I'm not
That's-
okay with any of this.
No, I don't like any of that at all. Listen, I don't know.
Right now you are inside of the King's Palace. And Shin just looks at Bimp and says, "We have to go." No.
Yeah. What? Hold on a minute here. Okay, I've just lost Fenrir. I'd like to point out.
Believe me, I'm quite as pissed as you.
No, actually, I disagree on that. Actually, I think you might be wrong on that front. We need to tell his parents.
You
I will say
realize-
to
you
Rogar
realize
and Dimmer.
that they are old people that live across the town, and we can do that in the morning. This is important.
Then what are we doing?
Really, I need you with
We-
me on this one.
We should probably go. At the very least. No. I can guarantee that we will tell them in the morning. However, seems that we have a contracted job to do.
It's the only thing that's keeping me from going down over there, murdering every single one of those.
Yeah, guess so.
At this point, Vanok just goes through both Rogar and Bimp, and both Shin and Omara are just there to. Okay, let's be civilized about this. Let's not turn the palace into a bloodbath.
See, as he walks by, this Vanok character who's killed Fenrir. Indirectly, but has killed Fenrir. Can I spit at his shoes from behind? Like the heels of his shoes? I want to spit at them.
I'll do you one better. As he walks by, he just nods at each one of you and smiles.
Yeah, I spit at him. I even try to get his face. I don't even want to do it subtly. I want him to see me spit at him. On him.
You even do the pulling the snot out of your windpipe just to.
And I don't know how tall he is, but I assume he's taller than me, and I just look up at him and I want to get as close to his face as I can, and I spit on him.
He's taller than Rogar. He's a dragon. He's Goliath.
I spit at his chest, I don't care.
You just and just he looks down at you. Be careful, young dwarf. You might get someone dirty with that. And just walks off.
Okay, so
Fucking arsehole.
we will do whatever you want, Shin, but we're coming back here and we're killing that guy. We're killing.
I mean, if we wanted him dead, we could have another guy.
No.
A former mate of Omara doing it, but
No,
This is civilized.
No.
This is a civilization we're living in.
you're living in. We don't live here. Anyway,
Before they pull off Fenrir's body, and I give it a once over, make sure is there anything distinguishable I could probably bring to his parents.
You can do prelapse roll, which means that basically, when you were there, you can just roll. You can roll for it when you were there.
Okay.
Despite everything else, I imagine Rogar knows about the gloves of thievery on him, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
You
yeah.
do know that he has the gloves of thievery.
That's a 16 plus 2, so 18.
You find the gloves of thievery. You also find the documents that he's supposed to take. He has Venox's diary, and he has a file on the two files, one on the massacre of Polema, and one on the South Circus incident.
I'll take all of that, and I'll pull out from my own self one of my old scales, and I'll put it in his dress pocket.
You do so, and you let the guards take his body. Yeah. Towards the morgue to be inspected as to causes of death, if there was any magic involved or any poisons. Besides the clear slashing that took part of it, there are slashing wounds across his chest and basically a stab knife, a stabbing wound in his abdomen. You had to rename your camera, didn't you? Now you fucked it up. Now you're the one in bimps.
You're fucking it up, Cooper.
Oh no!
You keep fucking us. Why do you keep fucking us, Cooper?
I now have to reset the whole thing, which shouldn't take much time. But sorry, you can keep going.
I hate this so much.
We have to live. We have to avenge him. It's what he would want.
Yeah.
Okay, I lied. That's kind of what I want.
No, it's I wanted to, I think. It's just real sad.
I was gonna buy him another dress,
I'd always buy him another dress.
but he can't wear it now.
He can, you know. I guess not, no. I don't know.
I don't like this. Too many feelings.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't even know what to, like. do anymore. Like,
I know what I have to do.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
To go see my dad.
what?
Got it working.
He's dying.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And me being angry at myself shouldn't be a reason to keep myself from him.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Eventually, all the members of the Dirty Ted that were attending the event go up the stairs. Look at both of you. Give you a grieving nod, and just go towards the entrance to get out. You see that Lothai says that tells Shin something along the lines of "We'll be at your door. You will be at your doorstep, waiting for you." Shin just says, "All right." Eventually, the some of the other high-ranking officers at the King's Eye Council, mainly Varaf and Somnia, go through you and say, Somnia mainly, and says, "Sorry for your loss. I'll see you at Shin's." You can see that this big leonine woman just gets out gracefully through the door, and Varaf, the man, just says, "Well, sorry for your loss. It's not like it isn't a common thing among mercenary events, but still sad to see."
Yeah.
Sketchins.
Thanks.
He says, "See you at." Shin just says, "See you at my house, boss." Shin looks at you, and Omar also looks at you both. And Kaide and them are already upstairs waiting. And Shin asks you, "Now, shall we go? We need to solve this, and only if this meeting is held at my place, which is actually the safest place right now, we can discuss it how we are going to handle this, and we need to be discreet. Come on, sis. You know we also need to do our jobs."
I don't like this. I'll just
I don't.
stand up. I'll pick up Bimp.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get comfy. And
Omara just tells them, "I'm sorry. I know that you like them. It's not like we can do anything about him being dead right now, but maybe in the future, and maybe we can get a way of finding whoever did this to him,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't worry, we already did this to him. Won't be seeing the light of day.
Yeah, we
Much
got it.
later.
And then I guess we'll just go and meet Dimmer and Kaidi and.
Dimmer and Kaide are where you are. You are
Oh, perfect.
on the upper floor because upper floor no, the ground level because the dining hall is on a underground. It's basically underground, and you are on the ground level where Kaide and Dimmer already went up the stairs to meet you.
Hi guys.
Hello. Dimmer looks like he was having at least a pretty good time up in the stair, like fraternizing with the nobles. We should get going now.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Things are bad.
We should make it snappy then. Don't want these folks to see what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
want
good.
to see what I'm thinking either. Right? Come on. Hop on.
Yeah.
As soon as we get out the door, I'll be on it. I need
appearance.
I need at least one of them to see me walking on my own.
Is it the one you actually care about? Why the silence? Dude?
That'd require them. That's a real complicated subject you got there.
Yeah.
Let's stick to one complicated one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I feel like something has gone right over my head, but I'm not quite sure what.
A lot of things do, my friend. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Shin just says,
You missed a lot.
"Well, follow me then."
Mm-hmm.
He takes you outside. He then takes you along the walk of about 5 minutes to his beautiful mansion, which Bim still does not believe he owns a mansion.
I don't believe it either.
He grabs the keys.
No.
You see that there's a few people already outside. You can recognize Orwana, Ambertabe, Musin, Lothai, Ava, Somnia, Varaf, and the whole of the Dirty Ten. Custle is not here yet. Lothai comes to you and says, Custle won't be joining us tonight. We got him working on finding Golly. So
Good.
So he can.
He did his job. Fenrir came through.
You have the documents,
Everything.
diaries, files.
Yep.
Shin just opens the door and says, "Okay. If you don't mean to get caught doing a conspiration against a respected mercenary, please walk inside." You can see that Shin's pretty affected and pissed off. You don't need an insight check for that. Bimp already has seen this face a lot through her childhood. He's basically red. Looks like a tomato with a ginger beard.
I honestly, I don't even care like that he's angry about it. I'm so focused.
I'll pat him on the shoulder.
And one thing that Dimmer notices and Rogar notices, is that Bimp is basically a spitting image of her brother right now, only without the beard.
And I'm not Ginger.
Um,
Hmm.
you go, all of you go inside. Shin to takes you to the living room. All of you sit around the fireplace, which Shin is trying to light up. Um, Eventually, a familiar voice comes from outside the living room. I hope you didn't start without me. I'm going to be pretty pissed. As this is the voice of Lady Rena Oberhell.
Good to meet you, my lady. I hope you enjoyed the festivities.
I did. Unfortunately, I had to be cut short.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Hope Fenrir's doing fine in wherever it went. Hopefully not the Nine Hells or the Abyss. Or Hades, for that matter.
What?
What do you think? Shut up! Go away!
Wherever he is, I know he's making it a better place by just simply
Yeah.
being there.
Somnia
And
just
calling everyone.
eventually Shin manages to light the fireplace and sits in what seems to be like a chair, a much bigger chair than him. He sits and says, "So, apparently, we have the documents which incriminate Venok for massacres. That's good.
Just
But
out of his pocket, diary, file, 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 file. Another diary, probably his. File, file.
he starts looking through the three major documents there. And he says, "We can work with tons of information here. It's very helpful, and Fenrir has served great purpose to our cause. Sad to see him go."
Glorious purpose.
Omara just says, "Boss, do you have anyone working on where Venok is as of the moment?" Somnia answers with a simple, "I have, don't worry. I have two collectors, and probably, and this will be a pain in the ass for me, both coffee and milk will be looking for him too." Unfortunate, unfortunate how things turned out. Love? Should I tell them? Should just Shin looks at Omara, back at Omara. At least you're not hiding that from them just because it's a secret that you want to protect the family, you are actually doing that because it's your work. She looks at Somnia. Somnia nods. And Omar says, well, I have not been completely honest with you. Omar keeps on with, I am actually a knight of service, a collector,
No.
mostly collector member of the Knights of Service, which basically means that I'm kind of a secret police member, kind of a secret service member. So that's why I didn't tell you. You aren't really supposed to know that.
If you guys have kids, they will be so lame. Can I just say?
You gotta point that out right now. You know.
I'm just thinking about it. You know,
Dimmer spent the
couple
entire.
Wait. Was this supposed to be some sort of big secret?
I mean, yeah, it should have been. Basically, being a Secret Service member, you are not supposed to know who we are.
Good to know.
Rogar.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you keeping secrets? Have you been keeping secrets? Did you know something?
I knew nothing of her involvement with the Knights or whatever.
Okay, I believe you. Intelligence -1.
Very bad liar.
Not intelligence, this is wisdom. Insight is a wisdom.
Oh,
Hey.
nah, but I'm blind to Rogar to the insight around. I believe everything Rogar tells me. Why would Rogar lie to me?
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no
Okay.
idea what you guys are.
Yeah. Dimmer's been quite quiet while everyone's been announcing the stuff. He's scrawling. He's in the loop, but he's scrawling on his book or in his notes, just referring to his cure wounds and some of his other spells like no.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Um,
Oh. Dimmer.
Lothar gets up in front and says, I hope that Fenrir is in a much better place. Maybe he has met with the Platinum Dragon, the Platinum Dragon. Maybe he's running around the field, in the sky. I might have some asshole subordinates or asshole colleagues, but none of us wanted anyone dead because of this shit. I mean, besides Vanok, of course, but
Oh, this is a tip for the future. You guys gotta hire like a grief counselor or something because, gee, you guys are awful at it. I hope he's in a shut up. Stop it. Just tell us what we need to do, and then we'll do it, and then we can never see each other again.
I don't think we even need to be told what to do.
Yeah.
We got our mission.
Yeah. Leave us alone.
No. Give us our money, then leave us
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
All right. I know our emotions are running high right now, and there's no one more than me that wants to wring out Vanel's chubby neck more than me, right? But let them finish, and they'll take out our misplaced emotions on other people.
They're really bad at this. And it's really upsetting me.
You can't judge them for that.
Shin, both Shin and Lostoth pick up a bag of coins and just put it up on a table for you. And Shin says, I don't think Alagmars is safe anymore. Running over. Knowing that Vanok is a client there, I would be much safer in having you here, sleeping here, than in Alagmars. I'm being completely honest. I don't want any one of you to get hurt.
Fine.
We want our own room. For all of us as a collective.
Mm-hmm.
You can use the guest room.
We'll take it.
Was that a negotiation tactic? What?
It's upstairs.
Can we go just now? Or do you need more from us?
Yeah, sure, go. Everyone, meeting's over. Omara, be upstairs in the mid. You are going upstairs towards the room, right?
That. How much is in the bag of coins?
It was 750 total, right? Or 750.
It was 7. I think you said 750 each.
Okay, so 1500 gold pieces right now. So
That's
which would put you at for 4 about you're the math major. You do the
yeah. That's 2 things of 750.
yeah.
Is that
Each 750, so 1500, which divided by 4, which is the party number right now, would be
Wait, what was it? 750 each?
750 each.
Like
from each of them?
750 from each employer.
oh my god, that's not what 750 each means, man.
Yeah, listen, I understood for the moment he said 750 each. I'm like, that's not from each of us. That's from each employer.
What?
I did not pick up on that at all.
So it would be
I feel like we've been swindled.
so it would the 750 each for each one for
Ah!
each and every one of you would be fucking too much money for a level 4.
Which is why we took the deal.
That's why I thought we were bad with our money.
375 gold pieces for the 4 members that are currently here.
Which is
We had-
which is
Oh.
amount.
Wait, hold on a minute here. Did they not put in Fenrir's share?
Yeah, 750 each would mean that Fenrir's share is there.
Oh, this is. Oh, fuck.
It would have been 300 each.
Yeah.
I have made a monetary blunder
You have made
because I
a fact-
definitely thought it was when you said 750 each. I thought for the entire time it was going to be 750 gold for each person.
2.
Come on, guys. You really think you would start to let us leave with that much money?
Yes. These motherfuckers got an entire fucking city, second largest city, underneath a smaller city, that all of them have it's okay.
We have been
I have made
swindled.
I have
You
made
guys
a
have been
mistake.
swindled of your feelings.
I have made a mistake.
we let Fenrir die for 1,500 gold. We should all feel ashamed.
That is awful. I thought we at least let him die for 750 each for all of us.
That doesn't help your case.
Oh.
Makes it worse. This is worse. Let him die for more money. Come on.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, so we go to bed.
So the room has enough space for the four of you.
On one bed, I am the big spoon.
There's 4 of us. There's multiple. There's more than just one big spoon.
I am the biggest spoon at the end. It's all I'm saying, right? That's my demand. That's why I requested the one room.
Okay.
I am highly emotional. I need to be the big spoon right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Dimmer accepts his place wherever the place be.
Emma. So, as the night goes on and you are trying to sleep, Bimp, this guest room is next to Shin's office,
Okay.
and you start hearing some noises coming from Shin's office.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to. Okay, well, no more. Right. What did the noises sound like?
Basically, some rumbling and some something being open and taken out, stuff like that. And not
Okay.
in a not fighting or spooky like.
Yeah. Okay, well, as the big spoon, I'm gonna nudge who's ever closest to me.
Oh. Mm.
Rogar.
What?
Rogar.
What?
Shh.
You sleep.
Did you hear that?
If
Do I hear that?
Rogar eventually picks up on it.
Now pass it. Now pass it down the line. We're spooning. Go.
Going for
I'm not gonna even bother. I just like slap him right
Oh
here.
no!
Going for the Scooby Doo.
Yeah. No,
Oi,
guys.
pick up them.
Dimmer.
My beauty sleep.
You already
You're handsome enough.
But
Yeah.
Wake up.
One cannot be handsome enough.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna stand up and go check the next door.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
New rule, new team rule. Okay. We've just lost Fenrir. There's a noise in that room. No more solo missions. If you hear something, you wake up someone and you go together at least. Okay. Always bring a buddy. Is
Got
what I'm
it.
saying.
Duo mission. And with that, I cast invisibility on both of them and go back to sleep.
What? Okay, Deborah, enjoy your sleep, and then I guess we'll go.
Just both scimitars in hand.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure I bring my hand axe. No, my great axe, just in case. And we'll peek in the room.
You go towards the room. Peek inside. The door is completely open. You can see Shin. Just you see that the thing I'm about to describe is basically Hitman's trailer, the new Hitman trailer with all of the weapons on top of a table, and then like even a rubber duck in there.
That's a rubber duck.
Um,
Bad man.
And like you see rifles, you see swords, you see axes, you see guns, you see everything. and even you see everything in the spoon on top of his desk. He's still dressed with the party suit, looking towards the desk. Looked for you.
I kind of nudge Ben.
I think he's gonna do something bad. It looks stupid. Solo mission.
Looked for you. He starts saying, looked for you for fucking 2 years. Only stopped looking for you when Varaf told me to. And 6 months later, my dad shows up on fucking mountaintop. And I'm supposed to believe that's home. Now you're dead. My dad's still on top of the fucking world. And your killer ran away from the fucking city. I won't let that fucking slide. You can see him picking up a rifle, picking up two short swords and a gun, and just putting everything back on its place. You two roll for stealth.
I'm
Whoa.
not wearing armor, so I'm not hampered.
In fact, you guys both have advantage, and he has disadvantage to see you because you are invisible.
Whoa!
I have my dice here.
Natural 20!
I got 16.
You got now met how much?
16?
23 for me with the natural 20.
Ooh.
Thank God for advantage. I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a 7.
Oh wait, I think he doesn't have disadvantage. He just has
No, we just have advantage, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bimp, I know you're there. He rolled the 20. Not the natural 20, but a dirty 20. You can fucking speak.
Back up out the room.
I know you're fucking invisible. And if you don't speak, I'm going to the room and just pull on your nose and put you in the office. Back here, now.
Come back. Come back. And you know what I do? I spit on him as well.
He closes the door.
While I'm invisible.
He closes the door. How much?
I go into the room before he closes it.
Yeah.
How much?
It lasts for an hour.
Just for for an hour.
that's for an hour or until they do harm until they do specifically a attack roll. Was it ends if the target attacks or casts a spell?
Or if you drop concentration.
That's true.
Um,
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot invisibility was concentration. Wait a minute. Only one person is technically invisible.
If you upcast it, it could be more than one person.
Yeah, upcasting it would require me to be 5th level. So the reason why Bimp failed is I imagine is because
She wasn't technically invisible. She only believed it. She was. It's basically
Story
like
writes
orc
itself.
magic. It's basically like orc magic in the Warhammer universe. I believe in it. I believe I am stealthy, so I am stealthy.
And I was just like around and stuff like that for a while.
And then just Shin just. Babe, I know you're there.
I'll be in
So-
the room as well before I close the door.
So. I fucked up, you know.
The ones.
Firstly, I lied my fucking family because Dad thought you would be safer that way. Then lied to you about me fucking wedding.
Times.
About me fucking wedding.
You're still lying to the rest of the family about Omara in general.
Neve knows. If she didn't tell.
Fantastic.
Last time Neve was here, I told her.
Oh, so she. Oh!
Afterwards, I sent a kid to his death, even though I knew it would possibly be a mistake. And may all the gods help me because I fucking had it with getting people in danger. I'm going after Venok. I'm going
No.
after Golly.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Listen. You know, you need to understand that you have a lot more to lose than we do right now. And I get that you think that you're involved and stuff like that, and you probably are in ways that you're not telling me you are involved. But let you stay here with your fiance in your nice house and your big job. And I'm not even being condescending when I say this. I mean it genuinely. You stay here and you keep working away and you keep our family safe and whatever. And let us, let me and Rogard and Dimmer and Kaide and even Fenrir avenge Fenrir. Let's go and kill them all. And you can not have that on your conscience. Like you have all these other things on your conscience, and we can just call it, I'll send you a letter or something and saying it's been done.
I already have Fenrir on my conscience because
Yeah.
I sent him to his death. I'm not sending my favorite sister and my future best man to her death.
This is a terrible time to be telling me that you're asking me to be your best man. First of all, do you not have any friends? Second of all, I maybe accept, I don't know. And I can't you have to stop protecting me. Okay, let me go and do this. I am stronger than you. Quite frankly. We are stronger
Physically.
as a Yeah.
I'm not even
okay, so
Emotionally too.
that's right. I mean, no one said that.
He just goes, fuck! Are your other friends here too?
No,
Oh,
That
just
was-
me.
you're hearing that inside your head.
For
No,
fuck's
Roger isn't here.
You just
You're a dick sometimes. You know that?
Stand straight, and I'll try and like high five the invisible air that I can't see.
High five. I'll like swing my arm to make like a violent attack at the air to come out of my invisibility. I'm just sitting in the corner of the room. Hey,
You almost gave me a fucking hard stop.
sorry. We heard noise. I came after Bib.
You now
Didn't want to
see-
interrupt.
You now see that he's armed to the teeth. Like.
I mean, we
John
knew that when we came into the
Yeah,
room.
He's literally John Wick style, armed to the teeth.
He's right, you know. Let us do this.
Yeah.
Stay here. And make sure everything goes smoothly.
Are you sure?
But when we come back with Vanek alive, you can hang him personally.
Are we really bringing Vanna back alive?
Everyone else can die. I need Vanek alive to prove a point.
The
Okay.
heroes of
Oh,
it-
fucks with us.
The problem is, Omara also didn't want me to go, but there's a big problem with people other than me or Omara or Sonia in that for all that case, going to find Vanok. There are two kids, two former members of the Knights of Service who lost their families in Polema. The names are Coffee and Milk, and those fuckers are trying to murder Vanok for years. Have been trying for years. If you do not take any
No.
professionals, then Costal's men will be looking for you and looking out for you at every single waking moment.
Where do we find them?
Oh, believe me, Costal's men are fucking persistent. You might not find them, but if you call for them, they will look like cockroaches coming to you. They can hide in
Not gonna lie.
plain sight. They can hide in plain sight. I'm talking about hiding in plains. I'm talking about hiding in highlands, forests, cities. Everywhere you go, there's usually one of Castle Clay's men around.
Okay.
I just want to know if they'll be professional to some degree. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie right now. We lost an arm by losing Fenrir.
There's a kid. I would say about 20 years old. Badalkan came with Prince Wahib. She's mercenary at heart. But she's also a paladin. I think that if you meet her, possibly she can go with you.
Put us in the right
Okay.
direction then.
Yeah. Give us. Yeah.
I heard that Prince Wahib will be at the funeral tomorrow. He wanted to meet you personally.
The funeral is happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow afternoon, don't worry about it. My men are already mm, taking the procedures to get Fenrir on his best shape for the funeral.
These parents even know?
Um, if you don't go to his foster parents' apartment in the morning, one of my men will go.
So you've booked his funeral for. Guys, this isn't right.
It's common practice. Everyone does
Roscoe.
this. It's usual, even in fucking Cassia. This happens. It's the next day. We determine the causes of death in one night, and then the next day it can be set out to be a funeral in the afternoon.
Maniacs.
This is nicer
Okay.
than Cassia.
I
I
fucking
can tell you that
believe
much.
I've met Ragnar. No man, I've met Ragnar, the captain, the sea captain. He tells me that it's
Mhm.
shite.
Yeah. A lot of people know Ragnar, huh?
Well, I know him because Solnari had service with him. Roll me a wisdom check. With advantage.
Who?
Ooh, will this be insight?
No, actually, history check. It would be history check. To see if you remember some recent history with advantage.
History. I'll tell you right now. That was with 14 total.
You do seem to remember the name Sovnari Golshov. She was one of the human crewmates that you have, and she was one of your superiors with Ragnar. She eventually left the ship and joined the navy, the Lewin League's navy, and is now the pristine of the navy of the Lewin League. Basically, the highest rank. She is the what you would call not an admiral, but above the admiral. She's the one who keeps all of the navy in check for the Lewin League. You do remember who Sovnari is.
When you see her, tell her the Blue Blizzard says hi.
We'll make sure.
It's for her.
If you see Ragnar, tell him good old Shin sent his best regards.
Yeah. And when I will.
You know, when I was a kid, he was legendary. That man who conquered the sea from here to Andrea. The man who, despite being a storm giant, managed to get a ship and control the dark sea. And he's not even a fucking pirate. That man deserves the respect. You can be sure of that. He has my respect. So that is respect. All of the King's Guard bow to him if he ever will bow to him if he ever comes here. And that's a policy that I will require from my man. You can be sure of that.
Poor guy just puts his knee up to his chest, puts his arm around him. Yeah, sounds nice.
Yeah, I want to go over and just, I don't know, pat you on the head. It's okay.
He just starts thinking, well, there's another option. Another option.
What would that be?
It's not even an option. It's like a thing that you can do to help you. One of our former helpers in the King's Guard in the army, and he was a part of the Dirty Ten once. And for this, Dimmer, also roll perception if you aren't trying to listen. If you are trying to listen.
Dimmer is not trying to listen.
Okay.
He is in the less mass of the spooning party. At this point, it's just regular. Yeah, it's just regular spooning at this point.
Would be
Don't spoon.
it would be Kaide. That's
The bigger spoon.
I mean, sure, if
Dim
if
seems the type to be
Dimmer
the small spoon.
is
You know what? Dimmer's flexible in that way. He can go both ways.
Raina would know, huh?
Yeah.
the former canon of the Dirty Ten. His daughter apparently is in the Dirty Ten. She was here. Ambrotabe.
We've had the pleasure.
The guy's name is Akul Packer. Don't think that he's a tiefling like his daughter. He's a human. Something turned this daughter into a tiefling. Don't know if it was when she was born, if it was a family curse that was passed through her. But yeah, I don't know where he's at,
I don't know.
but you might be luckier than me in finding him. Both him and his wife disappeared 9 months ago. Went out of town, never came back. They warned me that they weren't coming back to town. So basically, yeah, probably went to try and find a better life. And I have to respect them for that. But Akul is very much needed to do some stuff. He's a master artificer. So carrying guns and other types of materials to help you with your voyages is beneficial. But I digress. We should all go to sleep. Even I.
Yes, we should.
Even I.
Been a long night.
Pimp. Sorry about the way I told you that I wanted to be my best man. And I know you knew about the wedding way before I told you. I wanted to make it a surprise for you.
Oh, I also knew about the best man things if we're relaying things to each other now.
Who told
No.
you about who told you about the best man thing?
I made a simple connection. You don't seem like you have anyone else you care about more deeply, other than your fiance, of course.
My whole family, basically.
But we're still not going to tell them about any of this.
I'm going. I already told them about. Yeah, I already told them no. I already sent a letter about the wedding. Probably didn't reach since it was 3 days ago. Has to go through the mountains. Through Keeper's Pass.
I think it's a nice act.
It's a more direct way. But at least they will be informed shortly.
I'll get back to you on the whole best man thing. A lot's happening right now. But maybe look for other options as well. Maybe make some friends.
I have friends. You are my best friend, technically.
Oh.
Why do your siblings get me so exhausted? I'm going to bed.
I want to go to bed too.
That was the most disgusted. Ow! I just ever.
I would not consider him my best friend, is all I'm saying.
He's basically saying, Neve's a brat. The
God.
queen, Neve's a brat.
But where is his other friends from outside the family? Is what I'm saying.
You think Halagmar is a good masked man?
Maybe.
One of my men.
Anyone that serves under him doesn't count either.
Halagmar is fucking old and grumpy. My best friend, my man, even if I pick from my sergeants, don't know what a fucking party is. And basically, Omara's brother
Doesn't know.
doesn't know yet.
Yet.
I was gonna say hates your guts, but that works too.
Wedding.
Oh yeah, did they not? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm done. We're bedtime. Bye bye.
And with that,
Big spoon.
you
Big
going-
spoon. Big
you
spoon.
you going to bed and Shin going through your room, knocking harshly on the door, saying, "Good night, sis."
I do not respond.
It was basically a thing. You would say that this was a thing that he would do every time he went through everyone's room. When you were all at home, you know that.
Like the Brady
Basically,
Bunch.
bang on the door saying, "Good night."
Half of us are sleeping in this room. He says, like, somewhat muttering, as
Guy
Sleep.
is like a rock. Just you
Mhm.
just hear a snore, a harsh snore, like a pig.
I imagine, as the littlest spoon. It is right in my ear.
Big spoon. Big spoon.
You just recompose as you were before, and he also goes to bed, and everyone makes a long rest. So Bimp takes her rages back. Her rage use. Rogar takes his tears back.
What tears? I'm not crying, you're crying.
And finally the surprise was revealed. The surprise to Bimp was revealed.
Yeah.
Don't think I want to be his best man.
That's what.
Too bad.
In all
Yeah.
honesty.
That was the sole reason why you shouldn't. Why I didn't let you watch the damn stream, because it would fuck up the whole surprise. Because, okay.
I got some things out of Rena. I talked to Rena. I had
And
some secrets.
Not even only.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it.
Not even only Rena, Custle. Custle made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Custle made a comment about that. About the
Yeah.
wedding.
Everyone you but you, basically.
You were the one. You were the one that failed that perception check. To be honest.
I'm sorry, bud.
Anyways, you all take the long rest. As night becomes day, and dawn sets upon your on the city. Being you now know that you already knew that the sun rises to the west and sets to the east in Odani. So basically, it's one of those things that you see from your window, the sunrise. Rogar, as you are doing your morning routines, you can see that Omara is already up. You can audibly hear Shin snoring.
Mm.
And you can see that
Okay.
Omara is basically, I'm not going to say sparring, but she's doing one of those martial arts training sessions.
Yeah.
Inside of the kitchen, just going bonkers on what seems to be a wooden pillar that she brought into the kitchen, and just punching and kicking the wooden pillar. And yeah, she does this high kick, and just you hear and the fucking wood just snaps out of the pillar, and she goes, fuck, need to get another one.
Need any help there?
She looks behind towards you. Morning training. That's all.
Yeah. So,
She grabs the wooden pillar, takes it onto the cupboard, and says, as I said, terribly sorry about Henry.
not your fault, Mara. Nothing we could have done.
The worst thing about this is my fiance thinking it was his fault.
We were able to talk him down from doing something stupid last night.
I believe Shin might have done some stupid shit before. And and him going against the Heroes of Ages just shows one thing, mostly. Him willing to go alone against a whole mercenary band shows basically the reason why his superiors and his men call him Demon's Run.
You know, if I didn't know him, I'd probably agree. But I know that he probably carries a lot of guilt for things out of his own control.
The problem is not the guilt that he carries, but the name that he carries is the nickname that he carries. It's being Demon's Run. It's not easy to fulfill that name, being that the old saying, and being that old saying is pretty harsh. Do you want to roll history to see if you know the old saying?
Yeah, sure. I kind of went off. Dice Tray Tower. 14.
You remember something, but you remember the expression Demon's Run, but don't quite remember the saying. And do you want to ask her? What's the saying?
Yeah, I'll ask her. What's saying?
Right now, I have to give credit to Steven Moffat before I say it as Omara. It's not only an old saying, it's the oldest. Demons run when a good man goes to war.
I believe it.
It's not that good man cannot lie. He lied to try and protect his family. Then he lied because of something stupid, just to make a surprise for his family. That's also kind of understandable. Now, trying to lie to go to war alone when he's not alone. He has me. He has Rena. He has his superiors. He has Salvnari. He has Somnia. Mainly, I believe that she does not want that people know this. But I believe that that he has been too. Even though that she doesn't want this to be public knowledge, I know that she's quite close to him. And she loves him very dearly, even though that she is angry at him.
That's nice. And it's someone you can count on, no matter what.
Plus, Bimp always has Shin on his side, on her side, because mainly, every time Bimp goes out and does something extraordinary, he has a little notebook on the right side of his desk that mark every single great feat that his siblings have made. From Bimp getting an extraordinary performance in athletics back in ODEC to one of his other sisters can't remember which, opening a bakery, to Neve starting a book writing career. He's very proud of his siblings, even though that he does not show it. Eventually, even Bimp goes downstairs and accompanied by Dimmer and Kaide. And you see Omara cross-armed talking to Rogar, a wooden pillar just standing inside of a cupboard of a still open cupboard. With like a big piece of torn wood on the floor. Morning, sleepies.
Hey guys.
Yep. Dimmer's like half paying attention. He's still writing in his book. This time he's comparing the cards to in his book and scrawling stuff. Anyone versed in the arcane would be noticing that he's writing himself in circles, not getting where he wants to be.
Eventually, Shin goes downstairs and goes, morning. He takes a look at the deck of cards. Is that me dad's cards?
Yeah, it gave them to me, gave them to Dimmer. Get away. Not yours.
The darn idiot probably doesn't even know how to use it properly. Just looks at the cards, extends a hand, and asks, "May I?"
No.
He's just asking, like, he's not properly, he's not ordering, it's just, "May I?" To Dimmer. And he just takes the cards away.
Dimmer looks shocked. He was not paying attention.
You gave me permission.
He lowers his quill to watch.
This is a very powerful artifact. It's only one in existence. One of these decks of cards was enchanted by Midad. This is usually used by us, his family, to see into the future. It can show us basically anything.
Anything?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say everything.
He just looks at the ground. If that was it, would tell you otherwise. Since it only takes a Machalician to put those cards working correctly.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Tell me. Is that would it be the soul, the body, the presence, the name?
It would be the ritual.
The ritual. A new page is sort of turns to. Well then,
Follow me. He takes you
he
to a,
follows.
he takes you to a small shrine-like environment. He pushes away a big pulpit, grabs some chalk, and does a circle, then 3 triangles that overlap each other, and puts the cards in the middle, and just on top of each point point of the triangles, he's putting the cards, distributing the cards, and then like a clock, he's distributing the cards around the circle, and then just spreads them on like a rainbow, not like quite a rainbow, but like this, what you would have like a, can't really explain the form, but like a half circle. If you take a football and just cut it in half, it's like that. An American football, not this soccer, not what you call a soccer ball.
Right.
That's the displacement that he does. So there are 2 ways of doing this. You can do the scrying method, and you can do it the future sight method. And they start spraying runes, putting runes around the circle. These are the runes for the future sight circle, and he does the same disposure, only with different runes, and points it. That's the scry one. This one, if you think really hard on what you want to see, like I'm going to say, give me Ragnar in 2 years time. You can see that basically all the cards are representing possible futures. There are 1 or 2 that are completely black. But most of them are actually showing much much brighter futures. He says, since Rogar demonstrated such great interest in when I spoke of Captain Ragnar, this is basically his possible futures. The black cards are bad, are futures in which he will be dead. The other 2, the other cards show futures that are you are basically golden. So essentially for Ragnar, only those 2 are death scenarios, which means that probably Ragnar will be alive in the next 2 years. This is an old dwarf creed and belief, which even Bimp can tell you. We believe that besides all of the ancestral people, all of our ancestors returning to our homeland, we believe that time isn't set and nothing is a certain timeline, and this isn't the only timeline. So basically, what I'm telling you is these are all of the timelines that are being lived right now. And all of the cards are showing the scenarios.
I see. Rogar, are you good with these scenes?
Just blank face on Rogart.
Hmm.
That's all nice and all, but we have a funeral to attend to, and we have someone's parents to tell that their son is dead. My feelings are kind of in a passenger seat right now.
It's still 7 a.m. But I need to finish explaining this. My dad believed. I even have an old book of my dad lying around somewhere. There are 52 possible futures to each and every person. So, and it all depends on what you do. And if you do something so outlandish that none of the futures perceives it, one of two things are going to happen. Either a future will be born out of that and 50 new futures will be generated, or your outlandish deed was stupid and you end up dead in the next 5 minutes. Isn't that right, Bimp?
I don't know. I never paid attention to any of this stuff.
Dad always told us at home.
I think you guys had secret conversations. I don't remember this at all.
You were there. Just because you have the attention span of of a loaf of bread doesn't mean you weren't there.
I don't know. I hate to tell you this, but I don't know. Maybe there are just other things on my mind right now.
While this banter is happening, Dimmer has taken sort of the chalk or what he was using to write the runes onto the floor. Dimmer dismisses the spell with the best or the ritual with the best of his ability, and he rewrites the runes. This time a different one, or in a different way than the first two. Specifically, he takes the future thing, and starting at a point he saw Shen start at, he goes the other way. So instead of going clockwise, he'll go counterclockwise, or the opposite around. Same thing with the placement of the cards. This might be too simple, but
So
I have to know.
What you're trying to do is recount past events.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
And there's a
roll me an Arcana skill check.
okay. Now, the one thing I will ask, do you want me to roll? I don't have the face cam, so
Since
do you...
don't have the face cam, you can roll on FRI.
Okay. In that case, we're going to start with this. And yeah, I think I'm just going to use one of my portent dies. So that will be that'll be a 23.
Okay. You managed to make something that makes sense to you. Shin is looking at it. Might work. I have no idea. My dad never explained this to me. If you do the runes counter, counterclockwise, possibly you can see into the past, but
That's
I don't.
that's what I'm imagining.
I have no idea if this will of what this will do. If this will be making us go backwards inside of the cards of this. If this will open a portal to a different time period. I have no fucking clue.
And stand back.
He starts pushing everyone back, and just saying, "Hope you know what you're doing."
I know enough about divination. He closes his eyes and focuses. The death of Fenrir. That is the moment of time he is searching for in the past. As he tries his darndest to activate these cards.
Once you open your eyes, the cards are still playing cards. Moment passes. Second moment passes. You start seeing the cards going into a big card formation. So basically a screen. Because this was a set point in time in this universe that you could see that they all join up, make a screen, and show you Golly Drawer and Fenrir fighting against one another, and eventually Fenrir falling, Golly trying to end it but also trying to rush it. He goes to the back instead of killing Fenrir, but instead he changes his mind whilst going to the back and comes back and does a final stab wound on Fenrir.
It worked. Although that was straining to say the least. The moment of time wasn't even a day away, and yet the cards hesitated. This ritual circle is not complete.
I mean, the dwarvish runes that are set are basically meaning future sight and scry. It's what we call a future seeing circle and a scrying circle. We need something. Basically, the cards are conduit, and being enchanted in the manner that Midad enchanted them helped a lot, and it was a breakthrough. So, sink into the past might take another route. Maybe maybe if you try different rooms, but those
Ah.
I can't guarantee which ones are going to work. I'm not as versed in uh arcanic behaviorments as Midad is.
That's okay.
If you ever
I found what I needed to find.
if you ever go to Barville, he can show you some things. Just give you some pointers on how to do those circles.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. Dimmer finishes scribing into his notebook the three different circles with probably like question marks next to
Around
the hindsight.
around the
Yeah.
So now you can add a new ritual with basically 3 rituals. Um, these are um, these are one level 2 ritual and 2 level 1 rituals. The level 2 one is the one for future sight, as the level 1 will be the hindsight one, which is going to, the placeholder name will be uh, Dimmer's Dimmer's hindsight circle, and the scrying circle and both the scrying circle and future sight circles are dwarvish scrying and dwarvish future sight circle, because this is dwarvish magic.
Okay. That's good. I'll transcribe it at the end of the session.
Okay. So I'm going to the morgue to find out what killed Fenrir. My guess is it was only the stab wound, but you never know if it was poisoned or anything, so I'm going to double check, if you don't mind.
Mm.
You already have a task at hand.
Uh.
Informing Nako and Prada, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll do that right now.
And I believe this is a good moment to go into a break.
Mhm.
So yeah, stick around. Stick around. We'll be with you shortly.
Oh, yawn. What?
And we the fuck? Why am I in Rogar's place? Oh yeah,
You
it's
can-
fucked up. It went all fucked up right now.
Oh,
So
shucks, you caught me mid-yawning.
yeah. Hey, sorry for being in Rogar's place. Rogar is still is doing something, and he's coming in a bit. Just going to say that it's
Did you mute yourself, Diego?
didn't mute.
Okay, making sure.
Um. Anyways, you are now in front. I wouldn't say you are in front. You are still inside of Shin's mansion, and he's trying to he's basically going around just picking up stuff for you to eat before you go. So yeah, he basically gets you some toast and a very much fried egg with toast and fried egg basically.
Yeah. Dimmer will grab his portion and pretty much and just walk out without much ceremony.
Yeah, I do the same. Thanks. Bye. And then I'm off. And then I think we're all off.
Okay. You find yourselves back going back towards Nako and Prada's home.
Hold on. Dimmer.
Hmm?
Should we go pick up the other folk that were mentioned? That we said we should get beforehand?
Below.
You don't know where coffee and milk are at the moment.
Oh.
But you do have an idea that that Vidalcan fellow will be at the funeral.
Never mind then. God, okay, let's go tell them their son's dead.
What about coffee and milk? We only got toast and eggs.
You're right.
Am I missing something?
If
Oh wait. Oh, hold on. Yeah. So Shin knows these. Hold on. Yeah. Let me explain. I explained this on the way then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's no actual coffee and milk. We don't have that. They didn't give us that for the road. They're people, and they want to kill the Heroes of Ages, so we can use them.
If you could hear an eye roll from Kaide, you would.
Now, maybe I'd question the idea of being named after food, but I'll be honest, my nickname ain't too much better, so I'm gonna leave it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's appear at their house, I guess.
Yeah. Pulls the neck of the collar before straightening out his bow tie again. Huh.
Oh yeah, how do we like presentable enough for this.
I'd say you're presentable enough, and if not, with a quick snap of the fingers, he'll prestidigitation you, and just your clothes smell like they just got out of the dryer, with like one or two dryer sheets in there as well.
Oh yeah, because we're all wearing the same clothing that we had on last night, aren't we? Because they wouldn't have clothes.
Oh no, Dimmer definitely. Oh wait, does Dimmer keep his other clothes on, or on him? No, he doesn't. Yeah, they're definitely in the same clothes. Yeah, you're right. You're in a really fancy dress.
Eat that, by the way. Can I point that out?
You are basically wearing a deep blue dress, has straps, but because you rejected the princess puffed out dress, basically the princess, the Cinderella dresses that are puffed out below, you rejected one of those because Bip doesn't like them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You're a noble now.
No, I'm not. That's not. I revoked that title. I resent it. You can
Probably shouldn't revoke. Okay.
Yeah, you can have it. I don't want it.
Do I have to take your name too?
Would you like to be a character? Well, we started it on. You could be a Dimmer Norton.
Dimmer McCalishan.
I have been integrated into this family too fast. We'll talk about this later, though. Sort of intrigued.
You eventually come across an apartment building that you know where Nako and Prada live. Who wants to go first?
Dimmer, you're quite good at the fancy talk. Maybe you should do it.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one to say.
Yeah. But you can turn up the charm, I guess.
Dimmer knocks 3 times.
You
Should have gotten flowers.
Oh, yeah.
You go upstairs, and Dimmer knocks 3 times. You are answered by an old lady, which is Prada. And she asks you, "Oh, the friends of Fenrir."
Yes.
Can I help you? Where's Fenrir?
Bim's crying.
Oh no, she already broke.
Oh yeah, I'm behind you, and I'm just. I put Rogar in front of me as well. I'm in behind everyone.
Is
Prada.
home.
Yes.
You may want to have a seat.
Well, come in. Was anything wrong? She lets you in and then goes towards the living room. Rogar, off game. Camera, because it's fucking up the street.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
Dimmer will get everyone into the same room. Make sure tissues are nearby. All that background stuff, because Rogar luckily took the brunt of this bearing of bad news.
I just won't look at them at all. I just keep not looking at them.
Well, what is this all about?
That's no easy way to say this. Last night Fenrir was attending to a mission, and he was struck down the line of combat, line of duty.
You can see Knuckle and Prava in the living room going, oh, that's very bad. We knew the risks when we let them recruit him. Basic training was... He was already in basic training when we took him in. But we never thought that they would want him. And when they did, it was... We didn't like that very much. We had to let him take his course.
Right? I'm sorry that I had to be the one to bring these ill tidings. I wish we could have came under more amicable terms.
I wish he would still be here, and Rogar just decided to leave the call. Don't know why. Maybe he crashed. I have no idea.
Yeah, I probably crashed.
Yeah, crashed.
His memory will be honored. Fenrir's. Tonight.
Yeah,
This
there's a
afternoon,
funeral and stuff.
It's on the afternoon, actually.
This afternoon. It is 3 p.m. if I remember correctly? Or was I given a time?
There wasn't a time stated, but it should start around 3 p.m. in a 3:30.
Yes.
The Crash Boy.
We'll be honoring him this afternoon.
Yay. I hope you do. We will be there.
Thank you. And I've never been good with this part.
Anyways, I hope that you still find what you came here for. And
We found it all right.
we know
You
that
definitely did.
Fenrir was important. So yeah.
Mhm. Well, yes, thank you for your time.
Oh, no.
We'll see you this afternoon.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
You can see that they are very struck down by this and by these news. But eventually you leave and find yourselves going back to Shin's house. When you reach Shin's house, Omar is the one that greets you, and she says, "Well, I guess you have some suits and dresses to try for the funeral because you are not going like that. Even I won't admit it because it's a fucking funeral."
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm all black, nothing else.
It doesn't even need to be all black. It's just you need to dress properly for a funeral.
I hope to honor him the best way I can. All black is what I'm going for.
She picks up a big suit for Rogar, and two black dresses, one for Kaide, another one for Bim. For Rogar, that's the only one we have. For you both, we can try and get something else since Neve left a few of her dresses here last time she was here, and I should be around the number that I should be around the measurements of Kaide.
Yeah, this is, fine. Thanks.
You can see the disgust in Bim's face for her brother and her sister Neve. She came to the big city without inviting me. Who the fuck she thinks she is?
Kind of knee, bimp in the shoulder.
Sorry.
Appropriate face.
Sorry.
You all get dressed.
And elbow you have to knee you.
You just said, yeah, I hope you don't have to leave. Instead, I hope you don't have to leave.
Nice.
I believe he just said that.
No, he said he'd need me in the shoulder
Yeah.
because he can't elbow me because he's too tall and I'm too small.
Because I got it for. I hope you don't gotta leave because it sounds like leave. And if that's the case, I would have to roll damage.
I wasn't even thinking of that kind of joke, but thanks for putting it into my mind now.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to roll damage for pun.
Ah,
But you are
the best
DM.
kind.
You take 14 necrotic. No, you can take 14 necrotic. No. You eventually get all dressed, and Shin says, "Well, guess I'm cooking fucking lunch."
No,
No what? I'm
I'm better at it.
I'm a better cook than you.
I will not respond and I'll just start cooking away. Everyone a meal.
He looks at you. For fuck's
Last time we were here, he did not cook at all. He left it to Amara and she couldn't cook either, so he's changed his tune. I cooked us a fantastic meal.
I'm pretty sure I did not cook because Omara offered herself.
I don't know about that.
What the cook off?
No, but sure.
Okay, so cook off it is. And you both start cooking, and I need you to roll the cooker supplies.
Cook's utensils.
The cook's utensils. which should be your dexterity plus your cooks utensils would take, I believe, either dexterity or intelligence. Because, but you are proficient.
Timmer, seeing a competition, starts announcing,
Oh, I was
sort of like a
thinking-
cooking show.
Ah!
He enters Gordon Ramsay. He enters Gordon Ramsay mode.
Except I don't yell at them. Maybe I yell at Shin.
Yeah, throw him off his game.
Maybe I'll yell at him. Maybe I'll just. What did you roll, Bimp?
I haven't rolled yet. What am I rolling?
Okay.
Dex,
I don't
intelligence?
have. Oh, you probably want Dex if you can choose.
Yeah, I want Dex. Oh, I dropped my Dex.
I'm trying to think whether I should give Shin my next portent roll or not.
Okay, so it would be a dexterity. It would be dexterity if you are trying to do something with fine detail, like decorating cakes or paying attention to everything from that could take fire and such. And constitution if you are trying to produce food taking a long time in a kitchen. So basically casseroles and such would be constitution based. So
Wait, what?
What are you going for? Are you going for some? And he had to fuck up the.
It's okay. We can just adjust the order real quick.
I mean, I could try to reorder. It fucks up the whole stream, but it's okay. It would be like this. It would be like, I mean, just someone change the role to stay where he stay. No, it wouldn't work. He had to fuck up all of this.
It's okay. It's okay. It's If you need me to move up or down in the lobby, I can.
It's not necessary. The thing is, I have to. It would be 100 left. Okay, got it. Oh, almost fucked it up. So yeah, that one is that configuration is good. If anyone can check the stream out. Um,
Like a worker.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
and would be this one. Okay, so I believe this one's okay. So yeah. Um, basic. What I was I saying before? Oh yeah, cook off.
Cooking supplies.
It would be um constitution for something that takes a while, and for something really quick, it would be dexterity.
Okay, well, I've got better con, so I'm doing Constitution.
He's going
And I get to add my proficiency bonus as well.
He actually does too.
Okie dokie.
I
Oops.
have to check.
Okay.
I have to check his. And Dimmer, you are really considering using your portent dice for something so stupid as a cook-off?
Absolutely. Now, Bimp, what did you get real quick? What did you get?
17.
Two?
No, 17.
17? Okay, yeah. He's getting my 6.
Yeah.
Well, joke's on fucking you.
No way he's got a plus 11. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
He's got a plus 32.
You're speaking to a guy that deals 5d10 plus 3.
Ooh, and they both seem to be making a very similar meal. Unfortunately, Shin looks like he tripped up a little bit. As he says that almost before Shin trips up a little bit.
Okay. As you start, this is the first round of the competition. As you start both you and Shin start very well. As he also has so 6, that would be plus, so would be 13.
Okay.
So both of them start very well, and
Mine's better though.
You can see that when it goes into the oven, Bib's the first one to put it in the oven, and no, no one's putting it in the oven yet, but at least the vegetables are on Bimp's side. So second roll for the meats.
What do I drop my dice?
That one's
And it looks like a colorful array of vegetables is put on the Bimp's side.
That one was
Shin could really use to diversify the palate. Seems he only has potatoes around this.
12.
Oof. 22. You can see.
Ow.
You can see as Shin just starts slicing a big hunk of lamb, and then a big hunk of cow, and just starting to put the slices above the vegetables.
Ah, but it seems like Shin knows what he's doing. Seems like he's getting the potatoes so that it can soak up the grease from the meats. A very tactical thing for someone who has a meat-centric dish.
And now, miscellaneous stuff. So, potato mash, alcohol, things like that. It's the final part. Oh,
Here we
and
go.
also all the herbs that you are using.
No.
No,
I know
no.
that face. I know that face.
It's cocked. It's cocked. It's cocked.
It's
my
not
God.
though. It's not. It's not. It's not a 1.
It's a 2.
It's
Two.
a 2.
It's a 4.
Okay. You know what? He can roll lower. He can roll lower. We can work with it.
So how much did we?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
9.
Hey. He crit failed. Obviously,
Yeah,
he
he got
crit
one.
failed. He got one.
You got a 1.
He
got one.
He got a 9, which would put him at a 16.
Ah, you tease. You absolute tease. I thought he tied for a second.
He just starts grabbing a bunch of cheese and just putting it over the the meat, and then just a big hunk of potato mash over the cheese, and putting like oregano and cilantro over the potato mash and just shoving it in the oven.
Seeing as I'm starting to lose, I like keep trying to mess his up by like putting too much stuff in it and whatever, but I don't make it in. I just keep trying.
And seeing how Bimp is losing the race of the greaseful, it seems like she's almost throwing more meat into the pile,
I'm like,
wrecking its composition. However, it might not wreck its taste. If Bimp is able to recover, she might be able to salvage it as a salad.
I would say you can reroll. You can reroll your reroll. No, the last round would be the oven. So let's see if you got the oven settings right to see if you can save the dish, because he has an advantage over you. That one was cocked.
Oh.
10.
18.
18, hey.
Ooh.
So he got a 17. So you saved the dish.
So it's a tie.
So it's a tie. And when you can see that you both put the casseroles at the same time on top of the table, and you both look at each other's casserole, and he says, "Looks nice."
Mine's better.
I was talking about yours, dumbass.
Anyway, I think we have a funeral to attend.
I think we have a lunch to eat.
A splendid recovery from Bimp.
Pour the Gatorade on me.
It looks like she was able to adjust the oven just right. The meats are much more tender.
He pulls out a chunk out of each of the casseroles and starts munching, as you all do possibly the same.
Guys,
And as your unbiased commentator judges, yeah, Bimp definitely won.
Yeah.
don't eat his. Eat mine.
Roll for insight.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll roll insight.
No, he's
I'm rolling too.
insight.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I'll roll deception even more.
Yeah.
I will roll deception. Mine's pretty honestly biased.
Making sure I definitely don't have proficiency. That'll be a 16 in my deception.
You're talking to a Kingsguard.
Mm-hmm.
He's used to interrogating people. He calls it bullshit. He got a 21.
Yours might have been close. But Dempsey...
He just starts looking at you with that smug eyes of a guard. Are you really sure
And-
you want to lie to a guard?
Dimmer looks back as the eyes of someone who has definitely been in many, in worse judging locations. Mm-hmm. Of course.
In front
But-
of a member of the Secret Service.
What's that again? Something we weren't supposed to know, right?
The Knights of Service. In front of a member of the Knights of Service.
Mm-hmm.
Surely.
I don't think it's not meeting the gaze that reveals that Dimmer's biases. Rather, it's the fact that he hasn't touched Shin's meal yet.
Why don't you take a bite out of mine too? I say that ours are pretty equitable.
I'm staring at Dimmer from across the
I bet
table.
you-
Don't do it.
I agree. I bet you'd say that too. I say, having another another bite of Bimps.
Anyway, look at the time. Looks like funeral time.
Omar just goes, now don't be children and no food will be left on the fucking casseroles.
You just see Rogar was already halfway through Shins, and he's just like stopped with like food crumbs in his mouth, a half piece. You're gonna leave food behind?
Put it in your bag. We'll save it for later.
Listen, I may be biased towards Bimp, but food's food, and I'm not gonna knock it if it's in front of me. I've literally eaten dirt, so everything is great to me.
Omar just says, please, just eat the meal that both Bimp and Shin prepared. Everyone has. I would say everyone should take a bite out of the both of them. Like Shin is doing.
Okay, I'll eat it.
Now, let me tell you, I'm actually on a diet. I have to eat the thing with the more vegetables anyway.
Dimmer is my ride or die.
I'm sorry, Bimp, but this food's too great to let pass.
You just.
I
you just
accept
feel-
that.
You just feel. It's basically one of those Harry Potter moments where Omar just points at you and you just start feeling a trail of snot leaving your nose, like runny snot. As she uses prestidigitation on you.
Ah, I see. I prestidigitation it back up.
And you are basically battling. It's basically a snot battle until you eat Shin's meal.
I'll wipe her face to make sure there's no snot on Shin's meal.
I think if Omar is doing that, Dimmer would say try to break the concentration of snot running down. Now, last time a girl looked at me so fierce, she was that's a little thing crude to say at the table.
Then don't say it.
Bip starts choking on her casserole.
Oh boy, CPR! I'm like,
Oh, she doesn't let up.
You see as Omara. Rena was right. You are a great person, but a bit childish.
Oh, I wouldn't say a bit. I'd say a lot.
With a passion for games, being childish is a blessing.
Still, it's not like you can't eat Shin's meal. You put a lot of effort into it.
Hey, Dever, I will not be angry at you if you eat this meal.
Fine, I'll eat it. But my biases or my unbiases still stand.
It's basically the same thing, only with a taste of cheese.
Mhm.
So basically, it's the same dish. The only thing that Shin made to possibly make it better is adding cheese.
Definitely likes the vegetables, though. Anyways, to the funeral.
Yeah, funeral time.
All right, we need to go. Um, you all go towards the funeral house, and then as you enter, you start seeing multiple people in the. You see Nako and Prava, you see the Dirty Ten, you see some King's Guards, and mainly you see Prince Wahib, who you already know it is. Looks at you. He's accompanied by a young Vadalkan girl. Um, she's not. She has. She's wearing a dress right now, but you can see that she is on the bulkier side. So basically, a girl that has very much muscle on her, and you can see that she would be. I don't know, Jazz. What? How do you describe her?
All right. So, like you said, she's very tall. Uh, like about 6'4", 6'5". Definitely on the bulkier side, but you can see there's some sort of compassion to her. She does seem intimidating, though. She has a white hair about medium length, dreadlock, a broad flat nose, freckles on her face, no eyebrows. She seems to be in thought, not really in the moment, but somewhere else.
You can see that Swahib just gives her a nudge and asks, "Well, are you here or are you not?"
Uh, sorry, sir. I'm here.
What's on your mind?
Just thinking, today's a sad day and all. So,
I get it. I would not like to lose a companion. Being that this is one of the forms of plenty, I hope that they are doing fine right now.
Yeah,
He looks
they
at,
seem to be.
he takes a look
Sorry.
at the party. Um, I believe those are his companions.
They look the type.
Surely they do. Um, yeah, I mean, we should only start talking to them once the ceremony is ended. Probably.
Yes, sir.
At this moment, you all get be seated, and a priest comes to do the sermon. Tonight, last night, we lost a good man. This Minotaur in his life, but what he seemed to be a stronger reason. That way, you will meet with the Platinum Dragon due to his bravery. I personally thank him for doing what he did and for being brave. If anyone else would like to say a few words, would be welcome at this church.
If you don't mind, I need to say a couple things.
He takes a few steps back and just Rogar steps up. Robogar steps up.
Oh, man. I'm not good at these things. I just have a thing, a quote that someone told me long ago. Long-lasting friendship is defined as patience, understanding, and heart. And over the last couple of weeks that I've known Fenrir, he embodied every aspect of that statement. He was a true friend when I don't think I deserve to be with. His loss weighs heavy on all of us, on me, and I regret that I didn't spend enough time with him. I'll miss our banter, his bright outlook towards everything. I'll miss him, and I hope he is somewhere where he can continue to be his happy self.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else has anything to say?
Alright.
He gives you the stage.
At the end of the day, it's hard not to like a person that has saved your life, let alone several times. He was a very courageous, brave man who is gone too soon. I think he'll be remembered as a hero, which is less than he deserves. That's all I got for this one.
Anyone else would like to say anything? You just see Shin get up. Fuck me. Forgive me, father. I may have given Fenrir a tough time. That's just how I work. My sister's here. You can confirm it. I give everyone tough time. As does she. Sometimes. She's giving me right now. But it's like we all here, all of us here, really felt like he was a son of the city, even though he wasn't. He just pulls out the file of South Circus. This is vendors through home, people that gave him food, people that protected him for years. They are gone, most of them. Some of them are in town. Roland Adams comes to mind. Some of them are taking more criminal path now that things didn't turn out the way they wanted in the circus. Like Conman, the Panadakaya. I was the one in charge of looking for him for 2 years. I had to be forced to stop. I shouldn't. I shouldn't have. I was trying to find a way to reopen the case. Couldn't. Did everything to my power. Protect the kid that needed protection. I failed. I failed him. I failed the people that were looking for him. I failed this city. And most importantly, I failed my sister. That's what hurts me the fucking most. Forgive me again, Father. And I truly hope that she can forgive me one day. And he just says, that's all, and moves back to his seat, where you can see him visibly starting crying. But Omar just puts herself in a way that you can't really see that he's crying. Thank you, Captain Shin. Anyone else has anything to say?
Okay, I'll make this quick. Because, I don't know, I just feel like this wasn't Fenrir's style, you know? But, we lost, he's gone. And he was given his all, and he's gone, and, I don't really have anything profound to say, I'll miss him every day. I'll miss him forever. And I think one day I'll maybe see him again, but that's probably a while away. So bye, Fenrir, I guess. And I'll quickly go back down the stage before anyone says anything else.
And then the priest goes, "Thank you." If anyone else has something to say, and at this moment, the doors burst open. And you can see clearly at the end of the aisle a big man looking towards Fenrir, smiling as this Goliath of a man walks down the aisle with about 8 soldiers by his side and looks at Fenrir once he gets up there and says, "I only have 3 words. Betrayal, not brotherhood." At this moment, and Pink Cooper, because he will be needed right now, you see 2 Aarakocra getting up from their seats. One looks like a a holy man. The other looks like a warrior.
Oh.
Ooh.
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 Just waiting on them to get back. But yeah. Shin just
Yeah.
goes to grab the rifle. Essentially, he basically goes to grab the rifle and pulls it out and goes, "We are at a funeral. I will not shoot you right now because I have respect for the gods. Because if we are outside, you would be struck with the darn bullet." And Vanok just says, "Respect is for the weak." I do not respect the gods. The gods should respect me. And with that, since we aren't able to get up already with the fight because 3 of the members actually are missing, it's the end of the session. So yeah.
Uh.
How are you
Oh.
saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
and it's
Hmm?
it's already 3 hours of session.
Midnight.
So yeah. It's not midnight, it's 1 a.m. So yeah.
Oh fuck! I can't do math. All right.
3 hours of session, so it's good enough. So yeah. Thank you.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on a minute here. I believe
Holding my bets.
I mean, if they are coming,
They might be. I don't know. I think they are.
I mean, they started playing League, so
Yes.
hey, so
Hey,
someone's back, still waiting on Cooper.
Yes. We were doing a cook off with each other.
A cook-off in League of Legends, right?
You're right.
He doesn't even deny it. You right?
I mean, hey, that Pantheon Baker skin go hard, right? What's another cooking skin? Fuck. Oh wait, I'm still
Get out of the
technically
lab.
we're still in church. Forgive me, Father.
There you go. Good stuff. Huh? What is your thing?
Basically, Vanok is already inside of the funeral home.
Oh, right.
And you are in the funeral home. Maybe
So are we? We're not at the funeral, right?
you are at the funeral.
Why would we be at the funeral? I'm confused. Sorry.
The reason behind it is basically Vanok's a narcissistic asshole, so he would go to the funeral for your thoughts. So yeah, but this is D&D, and your characters have your reasons.
All right. So we have our reasons for coming to this funeral.
Yeah, basically.
My husband doesn't have any reason to be here, so I'm guessing we're here because I've got a reason to be here.
Yeah, would be that because of
All right.
because of the you feel like Vanok would be there. You felt like Vanok would be there.
Right. So we're just sat down somewhere
You just
and we
set
get up.
You just set up. Once you got
Right.
once you saw Vanok enter the room, you just got up.
Right. So we see who come into the room again. Sorry.
Vanok.
Vanok
Yeah.
coming into the room. Ah, right. So, can I go talk to him?
I mean, I have a reason to believe that you don't want to talk to him. You would, at least from what Cooper told me, you would not have a reason to talk to him. You would have a reason.
I wouldn't have a. Well, we're at a funeral, so I can give my condolences.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be to. You wouldn't be there to meet with him. You would be there to kill him. Really.
To kill him?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's still a funeral. We need to respect that it's a funeral.
Yeah, that's what that's basically what Shin said. Shin said, your only luck is that this is a funeral home, because if it was outside, we would be stranded with a bullet.
Hmm. Hmm. Right then. So I guess I'll go to the bar then. Maybe get a drink then.
Okay, you go outside.
Ask the bartender for a drink.
Go outside and go outside of the the funeral area.
The funeral home.
And go to
Right.
and go to the side. go to the side to read something.
And I'm going to bring my my husband with me as well, just so he doesn't attack this man that has just walked into the room.
Okay.
Mysterious man.
So you take
So we're outside now.
So you take coffee outside, and the rest of the party is still inside. And you see that
You're still inside.
the rest of the party is still inside.
Right. Okay. Let me rephrase what I said then. So how would I like converse with? All right. So I walk up to a lot of people that are they sat down?
You can see that Shin, the brother of Bim, has a rifle, and he's not afraid to use it in self-defense. If attacked, he will shoot Vanok, but the others have to do their reactions.
Right.
So, what are you doing? Are you up? Are you sitting?
Well, we're up now. Yeah, we've got up. You know.
The others. So basically.
Oh yeah.
So basically, Bimp. It would be Bimp. It would be Rogar, Dimmer, and. Sorry, Jazz, forgot the name. I have to check on it. You should really change the name. Sorasa.
That might mess with the stream again.
And Sorasa.
I'm gonna walk over to these mysterious people that are at this funeral.
Yeah. It looks like that you want to. It looks like you want to take stuff outside. So I think Dimmer is actually approaching you at this point. You seem to be the most spoken. One of the more spoken people to get the action outside.
All right. Hello, friend. Well met.
Well met to you too. I heard you said you want to take the action outside.
Yes. I heard that there was a very good bartender outside, and I really want to get my drink on, as it is a very sad occasion.
Ah, yes. Oh, I have the idea. Dimmer will take the stage once more. Just ignoring Vanok specifically. Everyone, in memory of Fenrir, go to the bar next door. The drinks are on the funeral providers.
Free drinks. I will never give up on that one.
People start going outside, and you can see.
Who is the funeral provider?
It would be the town.
Yep.
And you can see that Shin just stands there looking towards Vanok, and Omara is trying to guarantee that nothing happens by just reaching her ankle and pulling a revolver very slowly and putting it next to her head.
And
I
Vanok.
aggressively walk over to her.
And Vanok, as if you're going to fight here, should you die, you don't want your death to be a joke, right? To be filled with holes in a holy place. Ain't a good look for people of your stature.
Vanok answers with, "You can bet your ass that I'm not dying here."
Understandable.
Well, then let's go outside.
Omara just she has the revolver ready to shoot Vanok if he does something, and Shin has his repetition rifle on go.
But now that we got everyone sort of in, though, I do want to ask specifically what the new characters look like, the ones that have not described themselves. Because like I know it's middle of the action, but like yeah, I want. It's just been described as two Aarakocra.
Yeah, it's a holy
Mm.
holy person, like Aarakocra, which would be milk, right?
Yeah, so it's just milk, yeah.
Milk is basically a holy person Aarakocra. Looks like a holy person. But you have to give the more of the appearance, which that was the basis that I told. Basically, milk you would have to extend what I said about being a holy person.
Me,
Yeah.
I only like I fight for good, basically. Like I only fight for
No, the person, the appearance.
the what?
The appearance.
Oh, the appearance. Oh, right, yeah. Basically, fully armored. Basically,
And,
fully armored, basically.
Ooh.
What about coffee, Cooper?
Husband, you need to speak to them.
First, what about coffee? What?
What did you look like?
What does coffee look like?
He's wearing a black robe, basically. Fully black, just a robe. You cannot really see his legs or anything, and only the beak comes out. You can see some feathers around the beak, which are like this really dark blue, midnight black blue. So he literally looks the opposite of Milk. He's just there vibing.
You can see that Omara looks straight at the hooded figure and says, "Not here, coffee."
Not where? Wait, where are we?
At the funeral.
Funeral.
Coffee's not there. Coffee could not be there. Fenrir is part of the Heroes of Ages, or he was, so it doesn't make sense for Coffee to be there.
It's because the logic behind Coffee being there. It's because Vanok is a narcissistic fuck, so Vanok would always want to be at the funeral of someone who he set out to kill.
And it might be another thing that there might have been a rumor coming around that Fenrir betrayed them.
Yeah, also that.
Art. The name is still there. The Heroes of Ages is still these backgrounds, so it's whatever. I'll switch. It's fine.
Hell
That's
yeah.
for the character.
That's the way I would make this make sense.
Alright.
Fair.
Not really my cup of tea, but okay.
So
Who's this?
Omar just says, "Not here, Coffee. Respect for the dead."
I want to pull again.
You can see that she pulls the gun. As soon as you pull the gun, you can see that she pulls the revolver back and says,
I don't
You know, I'm not trying to hurt you. I want to take him down as much as you do. But this is not the right place or time to do so.
I will smirk at her, and I'll pull the trigger.
Okay. So
At him, of
Wait,
course. I'm pointing at Venok.
Can I intervene at all?
So you can. This is basically a surprise action because Vanok was not expecting the trigger to be pulled. So you can roll the.
Here, let me share screen on the D&D thing.
Yeah, I can't intervene then. Okay, cool.
I mean, I trust you. So. I trust you. You don't need to share screen. Just roll and because that will
19 on the first. And Yeah, 19.
Okay. The reason why I said you didn't need the share screen is because it will fuck up the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So you
Stop real
better,
quick.
yeah.
We're fighting risk.
Anyways, okay, so it was 19 and the what?
13 on the second one.
So
How did you want me to roll damage?
the 19 just hits, the 13 doesn't.
Cool.
So you can roll damage in Avrai in the server.
Okay. It's exclamation mark, right?
Yeah.
Roll lower.
You can see as the
That's
bullet hit him, it hit him on the arm, so
Mhm.
basically grazed him. So he just grabs his arm and laughs at you. I'm not a fucking idiot. Why did you think that I brought all these gods? And you see, why didn't you think I'm not a fucking idiot? Yeah, why did you think I brought all these guards? And the guards just clump up in front of him, and he starts going through the back door, the side door that leads to the alley right next to it, right next to the funeral home.
Boring.
It goes through the door into the alley.
Mhm.
And one of the mercenaries gets grabbed by Shin before he goes through the door and just yanked inside as the door closes shut. And the guy seems pretty scared, and Shin just is there standing looking at the mercenary. So, your souls came to the funeral. Pimp, would you like to do the interview?
No. I want to go chase after that guy.
Bureaucracy will be much. You know, you don't have to worry right now. Right now, the priority apparently, according to my superiors, is catching the direct author of Fenrir's death, not the conspirators, only the direct author, which is Golly. And this son of a bitch should know what he is. Do you want to take do you want to take the interview to see if you can find anything about Golly's
Jeez.
play, where Golly is at?
I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't do it myself.
Who wants to take part in the interrogatory?
I'm not very good at interrogation, so
Yeah.
not really
So,
my part.
Rogar, do you want to take part of the interrogation?
Yeah.
You step forward, and Shin is there. Well, we can do this the easy way or the Shin way. And he looks towards the poor mercenary soul that is there standing, is there lying, sitting on the ground, looking towards Shin, scared shitless. Which one do you want? The kid, it's clearly basic, it's clearly like a 20-year-old kid. I don't know that thing, sir. I joined a couple weeks ago. I don't know anything about any who is here. I'm just a recruit.
I'm shooting his head.
Okay, but
I
do first off, you have disadvantage because Shin's in front.
I'll shoot Shin too if I have to. I'm going to shoot until I hit him.
Okay, go for it.
I want that red dead. Right. Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let me just roll 2 times. Just in case. 10. That's the lowest. Does it hit?
Hits Shin's shield, which is on.
We're rolling again.
Before that, Shin takes a glimpse of you, just goes for the rifle, points it at you, and just goes, "You don't fucking dare!"
And I'm going to pull the trigger. Lowest was a 12.
Doesn't hit, and Shin is going to pull the trigger on you.
Cool.
And I must warn you,
I do not care. Trust me.
Shin is a fuck. If she hits, you are fucked.
I don't give a fuck, honestly. I was kind of like waiting 2 hours for a character to, you know.
I'll jump in front of you if he
I'm
does.
rendering. I'm going out. You can kill my character.
It would be fucking hilarious if he was waiting for 2 hours and just got his
I'm out.
killed.
Jesus. Jesus.
Someone has to ask him what's his AC is. What is his AC? Because it's a +7. It wouldn't be it wouldn't possibly be a 15.
Jesus.
And when he shoots, he misses. He shoots and he misses. And right now, it will be the end of the stream because, as we said, we're missing a character besides Coffee, and if we are going into combat, we're gonna need Kaide also. So yeah, see you next week.